Welcome back to Kaine's YouTube for 2026. I'm joined by Toby Wells, one of our account directors here at Kaine's. We're going to chat about agentic commerce and some big announcements from Google this week. Yeah, so Google have announced 3 different things, I believe. What have they said?
Let's jump in on the first one. UCP, the Universal Commerce Protocol, announced by Google this week. So I think currently, if you're looking to buy a watch, say online, you're searching for your watch and you click through to a website and you complete the purchase on the website. UCP is going to change this. It provides a common language that allows AI agents to talk directly to your store's backend. This allows AI to check real-time inventory, expert product advice, as well as other alternatives that your store may have, execute secure one-click checkouts directly within the chat or search interface.
So my understanding then is that instead of kind of AI or the search algorithm scraping a website and kind of extracting all the data from it as far as it can read, this is a kind of deeper integration so it can understand your actual products and how they interact. Exactly,
it's a deeper integration, and you're providing the data for them as well. So you're taking control of your data that you're providing the model to run on. And
so this is a protocol. Obviously, it sounds a little bit kind of obscure, like a UCP, Universal Commerce Protocol, but in practice, it's a language. It's a way just to serve up the data to the LLM.
Well, the idea is it's open source and it's been created by various leading retailers and online payment providers across the industry. And the idea behind that is to make sure that it's as accessible and relevant to all retailers and allows large and small to partake in what's going to be the AI agent-based revolution.
So you mentioned that this is part of a triple launch from Google. A second part of it is business agents. This is a kind of chat functionality that you can set up.
It's a chat functionality that you can set up within your Google Merchant Center. The idea is it's the storefront that is interactive with the consumer, surfacing within AI mode and Gemini. The business itself can retain control over your brand colors, your logo. You're going to be involved with starting prompts and welcome messages, and so you can really tailor it to you and your business.
So you can start a conversation with potential customers earlier than you could previously do when they just have to come and hit your website.
Exactly, and so that's going to pose some challenges for some retailers where you need to be able to give the user some more information before they're ready to purchase. So it's very important that you're making sure you're going into your merchant center and you're setting this sort of stuff up, tailoring it to your business. Businesses that do already have very strong customer relations teams, they should be making sure those people are in the room when they're setting this stuff up in Merchant Center, leaning on their expertise and making sure that you're talking the right message to the customer. You know your customer best, and so you really need to make sure you're putting from all your resources within your business to set this up properly.
And then the third element, direct offers.
So direct offers are another element coming to when people interact with your business through AI mode and Gemini, comparing products. And if Google deems that you have an incentive, which is going to be the difference maker to capturing that conversion, it can show that to your customer. But Google are the one who decides when it shows and if it shows. The system for direct offers is going to be controlled through Google Ads. It's going to be based off your promotions in there, it looks like. Okay. It's going to be very important to make sure that your product data and spec is up to date for which products are eligible for which offers, to make sure that you're only showing relevant and legitimate offers to your consumers.
So what are advertisers likely to see in terms of the results of these launches, do you think conversion rates are going to go up?
We've already seen a shift in traffic patterns with the rise of AI overviews and more people using their favorite LLMs to ask their questions and browse for products across the internet. And we're only going to see another further shift in this as this is further rolled out. I think we're in a unique position with advertisers in the UK and Europe where we can watch this sort of go on in the US and get a bit of an early read on what the expectations are and how we can adapt and shift to be able to make sure that we're really making the most of it when it comes to us.
And what should kind of businesses be doing to prepare then? If we're kind of watching how this pans out in the US, we can also be setting ourselves up for the inevitable launch here.
They've already announced there's going to be a few extra parameters coming to Merchant Center. It's really important that we learn what they are and start preparing to populate them very early on. One example that's being banded around a lot online in the LinkedIn community is substitutions or alternatives for existing products. The advertisers we have that have already got really strong data and understanding of their consumers' path to conversion are really going to benefit from this because they can start pre-populating those fields now, knowing what journeys customers make. Again, you know your customer best, and so it's important that you use this data that you've had for hopefully years now, and you start populating these fields. Another area where I think advertisers can really benefit here is for a long time users would search something online, they'd see the SERP and your name recognition would go a long way. Now it looks like with this agentic mode it's much more focused on being hyper relevant to the product that people are searching for. So people are using longer tail searches and they want to have that specific product that's right for them showing up for them. So it's important that you fill in all of the extra fields to make sure that you are as relevant as possible, you have as relevant product data available for the agent to find that right product for that right consumer. The trick to that as well, why partake in that fight if you can skip over it and get them straight to your website and straight into your ecosystem? Two ways you can do that. There's building your brand, and so making sure you're investing higher up in the funnel across multiple platforms, making sure that you build your brand and get customers going directly to you, and also re-engaging with customers that you already have, making sure that you're timely remarketing to them, using your first party data to reach out to them and not having them go back into that mosh pit of other advertisers all competing for similar relevant products.
Do you think that this announcement really marks the beginning of a kind of agentic commerce revolution in terms of online shopping? You mentioned OpenAI. Also, players like Microsoft have announced Copilot, Checkout, and brand agents. So, yeah, is this a tipping point?
In the same way that we always recommend our clients invest across multiple channels, search has never been a one-horse race. Yes, Google's the leader in it, but Microsoft, third-party searches, social media, they are all very big players and they all do provide incremental gains for our clients. In the same way, moving into the agentic space, if it does blow up, which what people are saying it is going to, it's important you, again, don't put all of your bets on one horse. It's important that we make sure that we're following best practices across all of these different platforms.
Yeah, I feel like the idea that Google and Gemini are starting to pull ahead and win this race is a little bit premature. That's the kind of hot takes that I have been seeing on the LinkedIn community. But actually, there's a good reason to believe that OpenAI still have a big chance to make an inroad here.
They've got a giant market share, particularly among Gen Z audiences as well. And I think it's very important not to understate how much having that hold on that younger audience is. It's going to be much harder to break them out of their existing activity and browsing patterns than it is to be able to meet them where they are. And if that is ChatGPT, then it's very important that we are present there as well.
Definitely.
Or Microsoft, if you love Microsoft Teams, equally, and you're Gen Z. Well done.
Thank you, Toby.
Thank you.